Hello guys, welcome back to another one on Chop the Football TV. Wagwan people. Listen, man, this is my post-match reaction for the Manchester United versus Arsenal game. Like I said, I don't rush to do these videos. I get to it when I get to it. It just is what it is. A lot of very interesting game. First of all, very interesting game. That was the game everybody was looking forward to this whole weekend. To be fair, that was the game. Me personally, I know I've been looking forward to this game for like 2 weeks, and the game definitely did not disappoint. It was a very interesting game, very action-filled game. And big up to Arsenal. You know me, I support Arsenal. I support two teams, Real Madrid and Arsenal. So I knew Arsenal were going to win. Very much unconventional, but they still got the 3 points. At the end of the day, it's 3 points that matter. At the end of the day, nobody gives a damn how it was gotten. Nobody cares. It's 3 points that matter. And 3 points is what Arsenal got. Albeit, if we were to go further down, in depth into the game, Arsenal had a very bad game. They had a very bad game. They were very lethargic in the way they were playing. There's certain players that were just absolute garbage, absolute poo-poo during the game. Martinelli was trash. That guy cannot be Arsenal's left winger going forward for the rest of the season. This guy has to sit on the bench, or he has to be sold to get money in to purchase another left winger. Martinelli is not good enough. He's not good enough to be starting for Arsenal. Who again was horrible? Martin Odegaard was horrible. Dude was horrible. That guy needs competition in that midfield. Who else was Gyökeres. I've seen other reactions of people saying Gyökeres was bad. I don't think he was that bad. I would give him like a 6.8 over 10. I don't think he was that bad. Now, this is why I don't think he was that bad. His hold-up play was really good. He really put pressure on that Manchester United's defense. Although he was defended well, he was defended against well, but he kept on. You can tell, like, his dude is like, okay, this is a different type of league now. This is very physical. He was the Man U defenders. They really Delete especially really held his own against Gyökeres. But what I liked was that Gyökeres kept on even dropping into the midfield, tracking back, causing fouls, his hold-up play. So he was pressing. So I really like that. It was just the final touches that were poor. There was a time a ball was given to Gyökeres on the left wing, and all he had to do was at least attempt to beat the player, cutting to your right and curl the ball. But I don't know what nonsense this guy was doing. I don't know what rubbish this guy was doing. He just manhandled the ball, and I think one of the Manchester United defenders came and took the ball. I was like, is this guy okay? Is he drunk? Like, what the hell is he doing? Besides that, he had a decent game in my opinion. Who else? Declan Rice was kind of missing. Zubimendi did very well. He did very well. He was spreading the ball well. He made a couple key interceptions, that destroyed the work of play for Manchester United. But also, kudos to Manchester United because they played very well. I was surprised. They dominated Arsenal in all facets. They had Arsenal on ropes. Manchester United had Arsenal on ropes. Cunha had a very, very, very good game. Mbeumo was incredible. Mbeumo was a pest. Mbeumo was my man of the match. Mbeumo was my man of the match. He was incredible. The pressure he was applying to Arsenal were lucky. That game should have, to be fair, all things being equal, should have at least ended in a draw. But Arsenal have a very, very solid defense. That's one thing about Arsenal. They have a very, very solid defense. They have a very good keeper. Raya was on fire yesterday. Look at the word play. Raya was on fire. He had an incredible game. He made a lot of world-class saves, in quotes. He kept Arsenal in the game. Gabriel, Saliba, although they sometimes made some hasty wrong decisions at the back, but they recovered. And they did well defensively. They did well. Who else? Ben White had a very good game as well. Calafiori had a very good game. He scored the goal for Arsenal off the corner kick by Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka was horrendous yesterday. He was horrendous. He was rubbish yesterday. But again, this is the first game of the season. Sometimes some players from their first game, they're on fire. Sometimes some players, they build into it. So it happens. For those of us that have played the game, every game is not your best game. So, and the season is long. So this is just the first game of the season. So I can let the players live. They did what they had to do. At the end of the day, they won the game. And yeah, the game was very, very interesting. Manchester United had a lot of chances. They didn't just have the penultimate player to convert these chances. But at the end of the day, in football, your domination during the game is one thing, but what people are really interested in is who wins and who loses. Nobody really gives a damn about you dominating possession. You had more shots on target. You hit the bar more. Nobody really gives a damn. Did you win or did you lose? That is the cocoa. And Arsenal won. Manchester United lost the game. That is what one left with 3 points, the other left with nothing. So let's see this Amorim football. It's looking good, but at the end of the day, it's not about looking good, it's about winning. So let's see what Manchester United have to do in their next game. I think they face Fulham in their next game, and Fulham is they're no walkovers. They are very on their day. They are a very dangerous team. They are a very, very dangerous team, and they are very decent at the back as well, with Calvin Bassey and all those guys, and they're decent going forward as well. So we'll have to wait to see what goes on. What goes on with that. Who is Arsenal playing next? Let me see. Arsenal playing next. Okay, Arsenal is playing Leeds United next. Okay. I think Leeds United played today. Leeds United is good, and also it's very Leeds United play Everton today. I'll be watching that game as well. It's very good to see Leeds United back in the Premier League. I would like to see how they perform in the Premier League this season. I'll be looking at them. I'll be looking forward to their games. I've always liked Leeds United. I always like these underdog teams, like Leeds United, maybe like the Ipswich. I'll be looking at Burnley, especially these teams that just came from the Championship, because a lot of times they always end up going back. They come and they go back, but it's only the ones that have grit that really stay in the Premier League. So I'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, interesting game between Manchester United and Arsenal. Arsenal beat them at Old Trafford. What is new? For the past, I don't know how many meetings in the Premier League, Arsenal have won more. So, as it stands now, Manchester United are Arsenal's kids at the moment. Arsenal keeps on spanking them in the Premier League, and until that changes, the conversation will change. But for now, Manchester United are Arsenal's children, man, in my opinion. And yeah, that's really my post-match review or commentary about the game. You know, I don't want to start going into stats and who had more possession, 57%. I know nobody got time for all that. You guys watch the game. You know, you already know most of what I'm saying. You already know. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can get alerted when I release videos. You can get notified. You can get the notifications when I release videos. Let's build this channel together, man. One day I'm going to be the biggest. I'm going to be the biggest. This is just the early stages of this page. You are watching greatness in process. You better subscribe so that one day you can say that you've been with me from the beginning. So yeah, man, thanks for watching. Until next time.